Hi, I'm Mona, and if you're here, you found Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. This is your extra read all about it for January 27th, 2020. I'd like to say, do not live your life by the tarot. It is you who creates your own destiny. These may or may not resonate with everyone. Also, please subscribe, like, comment, and share on these videos. The more you like and the more you share, the more the videos get out. Also, to my subscribers, welcome back, and to any new subscribers, welcome to the channel. I'm glad you're here. So grab your coffee. We're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, all these cards are pre-shuffled, and I'm going to go ahead and get the general energy for today's reading for January 27th, 2020. General energy for January 27th, 2020 is... Okay, we have the 10 of coins. Let's put that right there. Okay, so 10 of coins. Somebody coming into some cash flow, maybe? Somebody going to become more abundant. Let's find out what's going on for January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020, please. January 27th, 2020. Extra, read all about it. Okay. January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. There we go. Took a while, but we got there, right? Okay, so first of all, we have the 7 of coins in reverse. The Sun card in reverse. The 10 of swords in reverse. Seems I don't have enough room. We have the 8 of coins in reverse. We have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And we have the 6 of Cups in reverse. So it seems like somebody is no longer watching their seeds grow. They're no longer putting any effort into a situation that they thought was going to be their happiness, their success, their fun, positivity. No longer wanting to be in that 10 of Swords energy, being backstabbed, or dealing or working on anything with anybody at this present time. No new starts and emotions, and no longer thinking of the past. So somebody is starting to actually put something behind them, is ready to move forward, not going to deal with any kind of deceptions, any kind of options, not working anything out with somebody from the past. Okay, they have let this go completely. Okay, January 27th, 2020. Seven of Wands. Yes, so what was going on here was there was a lot of competition here, and this is why somebody has refused to move forward in this situation. Okay, let me just go ahead and set that up there and move these here. Okay. So we have the 10 of coins right there. Okay, all right. So, yeah, somebody doesn't want to be, you know, there was a lot of competition in the past, and somebody is trying to let all of this go. Doesn't want to deal with it, doesn't want to work on it anymore. Okay, they don't want to fight, they don't want to argue, they just don't want to deal with it. Okay, January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. A lot of reversals here, okay. Am I holding the cards upside down? No, okay. Just making sure. So let's see what this is now. 10 of Cups in reverse. So somebody no longer working on a marriage or a relationship. We also have the 6 of Wands. We have the 8 of Cups, 3 of Swords, and the Temperance card. So it seems that somebody was involved in a lot of arguing, fighting, competition with others. No longer wanting to work on this marriage or this union that they've had going on. So somebody was or is married and is no longer wanting to work on it, or in a relationship and they don't want to work on it anymore because there's just too much negativity going on there, right? Somebody is having victory over a situation because they're walking away from a situation. So whoever is putting all of this behind them is actually getting the victory, because they no longer have to deal with all this negativity. No more three-party situations, and also, or doesn't want to deal with three-party situations, and also somebody has been very patient and waiting for their turn possibly to find happiness, and seeing what's here from the past doesn't seem like it was coming in for them. But now that they let this go, whatever it is that they had on their mind, now they're going to have victory. Why? Because they walked away from three-party situations. Now, we don't have anybody here yet, but this is definitely somebody walking away and having victory because they're walking away, right? Now, let's find out what's going on next for January 27th, 2020. Who is walking away? Who is involved in this story? For January 27th, 2020. Extra, read all about it. Okay. 7 of Cups in the reverse. No more options. No more wanting to be an option, right? Wanting to start new somewhere else, wanting to start new with truth, honesty, new ideas, right? They're in the 8 of Swords energy, feeling trapped right now, not knowing what to do because, you know, they were backstabbed. So we don't know yet if that 8 of Swords is actually in the reverse or in the upright, but we'll find out. January 27th. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles once again. So somebody, you know, may have stopped working on their money. Why? Because they probably already have enough, or they feel they do. They're trying to make a choice. And it might not even be money that they might have. They might just have that stability too. Somebody might be feeling stability here, but they're going to have to make a choice over a situation, right? They're going to have to make a choice so they can move forward in a new direction. January 27th, okay. We have the 9 of Cups. Somebody is wanting a wish fulfillment with that new start. Okay. We also have the 4 of Swords. And they're being forced basically to work on something. They're being forced to go within and work on something. Work on something with who? The Queen of Pentacles. First person out. Okay. Let me get 3 more cards for this situation. 3 more cards. Okay, we also have the Knight of Swords. Two more, please. Two more cards, please. Two more cards, please. Oh, the King of Swords. People are starting to come out now. One more card, please. Who else is here? Do we have one more person? One more person? One more person, please. One more card. Okay, well, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so with this situation, right, we have the Queen of Cups. And the Queen of Cups is no longer wanting to work on a particular situation, right? Because, you know, there was emotions past, right? But there was a lot of, you know, options there. But this person no longer wants to be in that group of options. No more. And so this person has made a choice to step away from any type of emotions. And now she has victory over whatever it is that she's doing in her life. Right? She's looking at the past, and it seems that this is what she walked away from. Now, the Jack of Swords, the Knight of Swords, right, wanting to come in with truth and move forward in this situation. And wanting a new start. This person wants a new start, wants to be honest, wants to start something fresh, wants wish fulfillment with somebody. And it's with somebody of the past, but it does seem like that person from the past is no longer wanting to be involved with this Knight of Swords. And so this Knight of Swords has felt like they have to walk away from whatever situation they were in. Right? Now, the King of Swords here, the King of Swords has been backstabbed. Right? This person was feeling trapped in a situation, always being in competition with others. And this person has finally gone within and realized that they no longer want to be part of a three-party situation. They are looking forward to, you know, financial stability. With that Eight of Coins no longer working on something, they're no longer working on the marriage or relationship that they're in at this present time. Right? It does seem like this Ten of Cups relationship that they were in, they no longer want to work on it. Right? No longer working on that. They've been patient enough in this marriage, and they're no longer seeing a future here. All right, they're looking forward. They tried their hardest to make this happen. The King did, if this is his situation, but it didn't work out for them. Possibly made the wrong choice. Now, let's find out what's next here. What else is next for January 27th, 2020 for the extra read all about it reading? What is going on in these people's lives? Extra read all about it, January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. So, I do see here, we have the Seven of Rods. This person was dealing with a lot of competition, feeling backstabbed, right? What else is going on for January 27th, 2020? January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. January 27th, 2020. I just noticed something also, but I'll tell you guys when we go down the line. first we have the Six of Swords in the reverse. Unable to make that move that they wanted to. This person holding the King of Pentacles energy, right? So this could be the Queen of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, holding that King of Pentacles energy, right? Finding her own power, going within and finding her own power and, you know, taking advantage of her own financial stability and security. Three of Rods, unable to wait for those ships to come in. They've been backstabbed. And somebody also unable. Oh! Somebody was feeling trapped and cannot move. Okay, yes, that just confirms whatever it was I was thinking. Okay, let me just fix these, you guys. Two of Swords, okay. Somebody is not waiting for the ships to come in. Somebody is also making a choice. Yeah, it does appear here that somebody might be under lock and key. They were backstabbed. Now they are feeling trapped, having to go within, solitude, not being able to move forward. And to me, that indicates that somebody may have gotten in trouble or has, you know, went to jail or something like that. And it could have to do with the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords has possibly deceived the King of Swords. Two of Pentacles. And it could have been because of juggling. Somebody was juggling. Both were juggling. One was juggling. Somebody was juggling. All right. So what else do we have here in regards to the extra read all about it for January 27th, 2020? What else do we have here? The Knight of Swords in the reverse. The Nine of Cups in the reverse. Let me get two more cards for January 20. Okay. So first we have the Magician in the reverse, and then we have the Empress in the reverse. Okay, so this is what I see here. I do see that the Queen of Cups does not want to be competing with others anymore. So she is no longer waiting for her ships to come in. So the Knight of Swords is in the reverse, possibly somebody trying to get a hold of her and her refusing the messages, not accepting these messages. The Knight of Swords trying to deliver the message, but this person, the Knight of Swords, has been deceived, backstabbed, right? And it has to do with the choice that they made, to be their wish fulfillment, which was the wrong choice. They chose the wrong person from the past, and now this Nine of Cups, double confirmation in the reverse, is not going to happen for them, or is not working out for them. And they're unable to make this choice at the present time. You know, this Knight of Swords may have graduated to actually be King of Swords, right? Because we do have the Knight of Swords right after we have the King of Swords. Right after all this deception and terrible relationship and whatever, we have the King of Swords. And so now it seems that the King of Swords has come to a realization about something, which has caused him to be the king, from the knight to the king, because of his realizations. He has been, you know, possibly, you know, there might have been some issues here and this person might have gone to jail. right? Because we have this person feeling backstabbed, then feeling trapped, then feeling like they have to go within and go into solitude. Okay, and that right there is telling me that somebody is trapped, possibly under lock and key, jail, something like that. And it could be at the fault of the Queen of Swords. So whoever this King of Swords was in a relationship with has deceived him completely. And he is actually possibly sitting in jail or feeling trapped within himself and not knowing what to do. Right? So he is not even happy with this Queen of Swords. Not at all. No longer trying to manifest anything with this person at all. This guy, he does not want to have nothing to do with her. She has deceived him. She has done the unspeakable, whatever it was. You know, it does involve three-party situation, so there may have been a plan to deceive this King of Swords. There may have been a plan to put this King of Swords away, to debilitate him, right? And this King of Swords, he's got some money. Yes, he doesn't look very happy, but he's got some money. And there was juggling going on, juggling possibly with his money, his home life, his job, with two people, with anything, right? And this was done by the Empress. So the Empress is a married woman, a fertile woman, right? We have the King and Queen of Swords right there, right? And the Queen of Swords, yeah, the King of Swords is not very happy. The only reason that the Empress is the Empress is because the King of Swords, who is the Emperor, married the Queen of Swords, which in turn made her the Empress. But she's in the reverse in both ways. As a queen and as the Empress, this woman is in the reverse. She is no longer looked at as anybody substantial in the King of Swords' life because she has absolutely deceived the King of Swords. Backstabbed him. He has been deceived. He has had his money taken from him. He has had his life taken from him, basically. His wish fulfillment did not come true in the proper way. And now he's wanting to send a message to the Queen of Cups, but he can't. He can't do it because she will not accept any of his messages. She will not deal with competition. She is no longer waiting on anybody. And she is going to work on herself to build her finances and her stability in her life. And forget about anyone else. Forget about anyone who's put her through all this sadness, deception, right? She doesn't want that anymore. She's good. So it seems that somebody is actually going within and trying to figure things out now that they have all this time on their hands, right? All this time and solitude. Time to think. King of Swords is thinking about things now. Thinking about the mistakes he's made because he's got plenty of time because he might be in jail or incarcerated or somewhere. A place where he is able to think about things properly now. Right? Making the wrong choices, making the wrong life decisions. Is this how he's going to live out the rest of his life in these situations? Keep on going into jail, in and out of jail, being caught up in situations where he feels trapped and he can't move. It doesn't have to be jail, but it could be other things, you know, feeling trapped, unable to get out of situations because of what they put themselves into. Right? Anyways, could be mental prison. So let's find out. Let's find out what is going on here. Let me get 4 cards. for today. Let me get 4 cards for today. January 27th, 2020. Well, first we have renewal. Everybody's going through a renewal right now. Everybody is. Maybe the moon phases, whatever. But a renewal is happening amongst a lot of people. Somebody is definitely working hard to figure things out. Putting their time and effort into work. Because they know they have a lot of time, maybe. And they know that they need to figure things out in their life. Somebody able or finally able to accept the fact that the choices that were made in the past were the wrong choices. And wanting to move forward. And knowing that not everyone is perfect because of their physical attributes doesn't mean that makes them perfect. On the contrary, a lot of people who happen to be beautiful people have the most issues. Right? So I do see that the Queen of Cups is renewed. No longer wanting to be part of these kind of situations, renewing her life, not being involved in any kind of competition because there is no competition when it comes to her. She is nurturing and she is caring. She cares for others. She cares for herself and is no longer going to allow anyone to make her feel otherwise. Not going to allow anyone to make her feel below anyone else. This King of Swords here, possibly working a lot to keep his mind off of the mess that he has put himself into. Putting his time and energies into work. Unable to have, unable to move forward in a situation because they have been stabbed in the back. They're feeling stuck in this situation, possibly a marriage. Like I said, could have went to jail. But is no longer trying to manifest any sort of happiness with the Queen of Swords. No, he's not. He doesn't want to deal with that. He is the King of Swords. He doesn't want to deal with that. He wants to deal with accepting that he made the wrong choice. And now he's got to sit in that bed, or he's got to sleep in that bed. He's got to accept his mistakes for what they are. He's no longer manifesting anything for his situation that he's presently in. Also, the Queen of Swords is looked at as somebody negative. The Queen of Swords has definitely stopped also working on this situation. She's working on money, possibly the King of Swords, the King of Pentacles money, right? Possibly trying to manipulate that money away from him somehow. And she is juggling herself with 2 other people, possibly. You know, having her own fun now, having all kinds of fun juggling. Why? Because the King of Swords is under lock and key, possibly, or because he doesn't even pay attention to her, so she just does whatever she wants. But she's definitely looked at in the reverse position. She's not looked at in a good light at all. And even though she might look perfect, she is not. Because there's evil that can dwell within, right? Yes. Very much deception here. Let's see what the stars have for us in this situation today. Well, at least the Queen of Cups is coming into her own power, whoever that is. Hopefully that's you watching, Queen of Cups. You are renewed, and you are finding happiness in your life without being an option anymore. No more options. No more stupid messages. Nothing. None of that crap. Why? Because you found yourself, and you know that you are perfection. It seems that there was a lot of fighting in the past. You no longer want that. None of these people do. And it was all because of a crush that you had on somebody. Somebody who was absolutely immature, not knowing what they wanted. And it just brought anger to all situations, right? Now, we also have bliss. It is time to find bliss in your life, in all of these people's lives. You know, they might have had some momentary bliss. They might not have, because of rude actions, rude, mean, and nasty actions that were happening around them. And even though somebody is absolutely exquisite, they are totally intuitive too. So whatever is happening here, somebody already knew, or somebody already knew that it was going to happen. Right? So that's what I see here. I do see that there was a fight over a crush who was very immature. It caused a lot of anger in a lot of people. There was barely any bliss found here, maybe for the person who was being fought over. But let me see if I can point this camera towards the stars. There we go. But I do see that somebody used their intuition. This person who did is absolutely exquisite. And there's no way that this person is going to revert to her old ways or his old ways. So let's find out what letters we have. We have the letter E. We have the letter B. We have the letter U. We have the letter R. We have the letter T. We have the letter Y. We have the letter Z. And we have the letter L. So all of these letters could resonate somehow with you. Your initials, their initials, first cousin removed initials, who knows? But I do see here that, you know, we do have some deception. We have unhappy people, unhappy with their marriage, unhappy with the choices that they've made. And then we have somebody who's over it. It may have hurt, but she's over it. And she's going to move forward, regardless of the pain that she's feeling, right? So that was today's extra read all about it for January 27th, 2020. My name is Mona. This is Kaleidoscope Dreams Tarot. And please subscribe, like, comment, and share, you guys. When these videos get out there, all these videos become known by others, and we want to share that with everyone else. So please like the videos, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.